Welcome everybody, and first of all, just want to thank the committee that did the research and analysis study for all of their efforts. I know they put a lot of time into it and moved promptly with that whole thing. So just appreciate their efforts on the RABDO study, and appreciate the feedback that they provided for us. And then along that front, the biggest news I have for you: all 13 players have been cleared medically to proceed forward. And, they've been monitored during this entire time period, as you might well imagine. Concern has always been for their well-being, and they've all moved along, proceeded well, so they've all been cleared to proceed from the medical front. We're certainly happy about that, and happy to get moving forward as a football team. Second side note, just Ed Podolak, obviously that was a real traumatic event that he went through and experienced, and he's been through an awful lot. I think that's probably well documented, but a conversation with Ed a while back was amazingly positive. He's got a great attitude and great spirit, and he's got a long road of recovery back to get back to normal health in front of him. But his attitude sounds great, and we're looking forward to seeing Ed. Just really happy that he'll be back with us in the fall, certainly, and then he's moving forward health-wise. Secondly, I just want to congratulate, we had 3 guys win Ed Block awards in the NFL. 3 of our former players, Aaron Campman, Bradley Fletcher, and Robert Gallery, were all recognized as Ed Block awardees, and that's really a prestigious award. Originated out of Baltimore. I kind of learned about it when I was there, and just really happy to see those 3 guys represented. And, very, very happy for them, certainly, in the great work they're doing. And the last thing before we proceed about spring practice, just a couple of words about our seniors from last year. Certainly it's been an exciting time for the guys that are hoping to get in the NFL. They've been training pretty hard. I think we had 9 guys at the Combine, which is a pretty high number, and several more guys joined that group on Monday when they tested out, and I think they all really helped themselves, helped their cases a little bit. So it's an anxious time for them. They'll continue to be looked at, evaluated by NFL personnel, people coming through to work guys out, just meet with players, that type of thing. And so it's an anxious time for them. Just want to wish them all the best, and again, appreciate all they've done for us over the last 4 or 5 years of their careers. They certainly have distinguished themselves in a lot of different ways. Moving forward to spring practice, certainly we're eager to get going. Really looking forward to that, obviously, as we are anytime we get a chance to get back on the field with our players. And really, like any spring, we've got a lot of positives, I think, right now with this football team. Not a lot of things that questions that have to be answered. It's certainly true in the springtime. It'll be true in August as well. But right now, we've got as many questions as any time of the year, and we've got a lot of work to do, certainly. So anytime you lose a group of seniors like we lost, you got 9 guys at the Combine, certainly that leaves a lot of holes for us to fill. Not only in terms of production, performance on the field, but the leadership they provided, those types of things. So got a lot of work, and it's a real important phase, needless to say, but it's a great opportunity phase too. And you look back at just some examples like last year, and I think we've got some similar circumstances. You look at a guy like Tyler Nielsen, who was really playing at a very high level until he got injured this past year. Tyler sat patiently, did a great job behind A.J. Eads, an outstanding performer, and then when Tyler got his opportunity, he took it and ran with it and did a fantastic job. And I think if you look at guys like James Vanderberg, Keenan Davis, LeBron Daniel, Joe Ford, you name you don't know, guys that have been in the program that I think that have worked extremely hard behind the scenes but haven't had a chance to be on the game field a lot. I think we'll have some of those similar type stories. And then certainly if you look back at last year, we had some younger players, most notably probably Marcus Coker, James Morris, and Mike Meyer, that as true freshmen did a great job. And I think we've got a lot of guys that are on that younger end, guys like C.J. Fedorowicz, a couple of the receivers, Shumpert and Cavante, Martin Manley, and our linebacker group. We've got a lot of young players right now that we're eager to see how they do. So hopefully they'll step forward and do a great job as well. And that's what spring practice is all about, just having a chance to better identify where we're at. Certainly we're a different team than we were when we left Arizona, and hopefully every player on our roster is a better player now than they were in December, and that's hopefully what we'll be seeing here in 3.5 weeks. The last thing, just to share with you, we've had several players that have had surgeries during the out of season, which is typical, unfortunate but typical, and they will not be practicing this spring. And I'll just start with the list. We got 4 guys right that I'd mentioned. Marv McNutt, Steve Bigak, Shane DeBona, and Tanner Miller all had surgery over the last couple of months there, and they will not be practicing. At least they won't have contact during the spring drills. And then also had Austin Veer has developed some serious back issues right now, so he has not really done much of anything for several weeks here, and I don't anticipate him doing anything in the spring. We're waiting to see how that materializes. And then carry over from December, Brad Rogers, as you may recall, had a pull-out back during the Insight Bowl preparation. He experienced some heart issues, cardiac issues down in Arizona, and he's still in process of they're doing studies and tests and all that type of thing. So he will not be on the field at all this spring, and as you might well imagine, we're proceeding real cautiously there, and he's getting great attention, great care, but we will not have him out there, and we'll just see how that all